Generic greetings! Back in the vault once again. In the previous episode, we managed to get some more prisoners, and that was because we expanded our vault, so we got another sort of cell block, dormitory type thing put in this side. So we've got a maximum of 27 prisoners. Obviously, we've got a couple down here, which are actually protective custody. One thing I need to do before anything else is just go around here and recruit some informants. Now, some of them might have already finished their sentences, so we might not be able to do it, but I'm just doing it now, and that's why it's on pause. One moment, and oh, we can recruit them all. Excellent. So yes, we did manage to get some more vault dwellers, which is quite good. And the narrative we're going with now is essentially this vault was set up to house people with previous criminal experience, and then over the years it's obviously opened up to the outside world after the bombs, and then we are now getting, well, we're still running the tests, essentially. We're getting more people from outside, including, if we go over to intelligence and gangs, including raiders. So we got two red raider members, two red raider members, one green and one blue. Obviously, they are gangs. Now, they've got no leaders here or anything like that, and lieutenants, so they're not going to recruit more, but it does mean they can come in and, you know, increase in number. And it also means that they generally have bad traits, because you only get like high risk prisoners in here. What I'm going to do over this side is expand on, because as you can see there's a lot of flooring that I haven't put in certain places. What I want to do in this episode is, well, we're not that too far from finishing off, believe it or not. Now that's, you know, I know a lot of people might be a bit upset, well, we're going to finish it off early, but there's probably only another couple of episodes in this thing, because in this episode we're going to be getting things like the chapel, the teaching area, the library, the shop, things like that in this area, around this side. We do need to get like a parole set up and things like that. And then the... sorry for the delay, there was just a massive amount of sun shining and beaming into my eyeball, so I had to just pull the curtain across. Yeah, professionalism. So yeah, the thing is, once we got this put in, we then have to, for the one after that, get essentially this dormitory done. And that's it. There's nothing much more to do. I mean, we could expand it, but we'll see how it goes. I'll take that vote in the last episode. But yeah, let's just crack on with this one. So speed up to max speed while I build over this side. What I want to do is go to rooms and go to, I believe it's called assessment room now. Yes, assessment room. And this is going to be our assessment room now. Originally, this was going to be for dogs. And, you know, that was okay. But the problem is that it doesn't really fit in with what we've got around here. Like, just in terms of flavour. And what I'm not a big fan of is that, well, it's not even being a big fan of it. It's that if you go over here, this was going to be our assessment room. Slight problem. For a start, I haven't put all of the flooring in. It's 4 by something. It needs to be 5 by 5, the assessment room. So we'd have to make this big one that. So, yeah. I don't know what we're going to do for either of these rooms. One of these is going to be dogs. Probably this back one. And then this is going to be armory. Several people have said what we could do is actually split this down. Like that. And you know what? I don't have any problem with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 by 5. You know what? Oh, that's perfect. Dogs and armory in this one. And obviously we will go for a remote door. Put a remote door in there. And we'll go for a door servo, which will go in there like so. Obviously we do want to go to electrical cable and run some electrical cable into there just in case it closes everything off. There we are. So we'll go over to our utilities, connect wires, and then we need to check to make sure that that is the correct one. It is like so. Is it not placed yet? It is not placed. Look at that. Doors won't open. And why they're not? Why that route? The route's failed. How can the route fail? It's there. That's a weird one. That's some weird pathfinding. Did you see that? And it's actually cancelled off all the electricity. Huh. Put that there, please. Wow. It says it can't get there. Oh, that's not good. It's sleep time now. I'm going to do another shakedown, by the way, because obviously we still got tunnels and other stuff over there that could happen. Yeah, this is bad. I'm going to force these doors open. I'm going to have to keep forcing the doors open, essentially, to see if they fix it. Why can they not put that in? I'm going to have to dismantle these. Dismantle these doors. The problem is they've got no power. And they can't do anything because of it. We've just found a stim pack. which I'm guessing is classed as drugs in this. No. What else have we found? Nothing else so far. No tunnels as well, which is good. In terms of programs, we haven't got general education. We haven't got workshop safety. Not going to be doing those. Behavioural therapy would be good. Alcoholics group would be alright, but we don't have that. Survival assessment. We will have a survival assessment. And apparently we'll just not have a survival assessment. No, we won't. We won't have any... Oh, so we can put some of these on. I've just put alcoholics group therapy on there. I'll stop it. Apparently you just can't have a survival assessment. Okay, that's broke. Cool. Excellent. I really wanted that. I am now going to turn off the shakedown because these are the only 2 rooms that are in need of actually getting done. The problem is that none of the workmen are going over there to do it. Which is not great. There we go. Are you going to do that? I mean, I can force these doors open for you. Okay, it's bugged. Right, we're demolishing walls. Yeah, we can't get through this centre because the walls are broke and the doors don't work. And now we can have access to that, surely. That says it route blocked. But it's blatantly not because someone just walked through to pick something up. Yeah. Okay. So... we know that we have to put in the electrical cable first. Then, a door servo. Then, why is it saying it doesn't have access to it? What a load of guff. We don't have access to it, it says. Well, I'm sorry. You just do. Alright? That's just inaccurate at best. Let's put the door servos in. I bet you what happens now is they'll put the door servos in. Oh no, we just can't fit the door servos in. It's saying that's what it's telling me, apparently. Wow. That's broke. I knew we were going to have some problems with pathfinding eventually, because essentially it's all in What's wrong with these as well? There are no dining areas accessible. Okay. When danger level's going up. Oh god, why have we got danger level going up? Let's have a look. Needs. Exercise need. And recreation. Well, you've got both. I'm guessing it's because of the curfew. Let's pull that down a free time bit more. So... yeah, apparently the cleaner is managing to clean in there, but the workmen can't get there. You have to be yanking my chain. Really? Really? So the workmen can't get there, yet the cleaner can. The cleaner's got a high security rating, apparently. Look, the door's open. They're blatantly open. Unlocked. Unlocked. Right. Dismantle. I think that's fixed it. Yes, it has. Okay, good. So, back to what I was doing. Both doors are removed. We're going to put the walls back in. We're then going to put door servos in, like so. And then we'll connect up the door servos. Oh, actually, we'll probably put another electrical cable in there just to make sure the doors are all wired up, which they are. It's not that one, it's this one. There's both of those wired up. So we have both doors in. And finally, remote door. Put the back one in first, because otherwise it'll probably just break again. And then that one. And there you go. They both now work. That wasn't a task and a half, wasn't it? Yeah, that was easy. It was easy. What a bucket of bilge. Right, okay, so we need kennels, which apparently we haven't got unlocked. No, we haven't. Or pistols. We'll unlock pistols. We're not going to get Merc stations just yet. Right, so we'll get them put in. We'll get the armory put in. We'll sort that out. Right, over this side. Objects, lighting. For a start, because it's pitch black. There's also pitch black there as well, so we'll put some lights there. Not like the film pitch black. Is it pitch black? One with the Vin Diesel? Or is that Pitch Perfect? No, Pitch Perfect is a song and dance number, I believe. Although I would pay good money to see Vin Diesel in that. Oh, if he was in a musical or something, I would be the only one I'd ever see. I was like, yeah, I'll go for that. Oh my good grief! Right, so there's a ruckus, and S. Barsby fighting because he can, and he's got a weapon. Apparently, he did have a weapon. He's been upgraded now in terms of his security rating. Gangs, one's gone. So either one's left or one's been stabbed to death. Okay. 3 have been stabbed to death, and someone had an equipment keycard on them, which apparently is massive, because I think it's the same symbol as... I think they used Fallout 1 and 2, or maybe Tactics, probably, for the symbols. Right, why did they die like that? I mean, so I think there's a bit of gang violence, actually, there. You've got only one green member now, informants. Party boy stroke girl. Let's have a look. Character. What's that? Very influential, silver-tongued devil. When they start fight, other people are inclined to join them. Well, I don't even know what the other person's reputation was. Night person, zealot, gunfighter, zealot. I'm looking for anyone that's... why have they been assigned to that? Why are they in there? Why are they there? Has this changed its deployment status? It has. What a ball ache! Oh! That's annoying. After trying to fix all that, it then moved off. And why is there so much violence everywhere? Look. There's another vault dweller getting taken down. Why is there so much unrest in this place? I mean, it is a vault after all. Hygiene, exercise, and recreation. Exercise. There's weight benches here. Recreation. There's a common room here. I can't help them, apparently. I just can't help them. Right. So, this has been changed. So, for some reason, it just decided to unassign this entire thing from protective custody. I've reassigned it, which means people will be moved, but the question is whether or not these jail cells will now be usable. What do I want to do, actually? I want to go to deployment guard patrols here. Set up a guard patrol inside the common room. Like that. So that person's been moved out. So, 5 awaiting jail, 2 in curfew. They're not going to go in this jail, are they? They're not going to go in. Because it's a protective custody jail. Oh, I hate bugs. Right, my only solution is essentially to remove those rooms for now. And then change this to... Why is it moved over there? And change it to that. There you go. Right. While we're here, could you sort that? That's no access. So, rooms. Kennel. Have that as kennel. Armory. So, for the kennel, dog crate. Quite easy to use that, isn't it? And then the weapons racks and such. We can't rotate the weapons racks, so it'll have to be locker, table, guard locker, guard locker. We can put some more guard lockers down the centre if we need to. Right, so there's them sorted. More people will be brought into these areas. We'll have to do something with these. The only solution I can think of is if I dismantle these 2 doors. Hang on. If I dismantle these 2 doors and have it bricked up like so, right? And then have another corridor there, we'll have either an entrance there, gap, and then the 2 rooms, or we have an entrance there. But that's just silly, isn't it? You know, considering what we're having to do here. Where else could they go? Nowhere. That's where they have to go, because that was the plan. It's just the assignment of the rooms. I know people have come up with suggestions, and I appreciate that, but I've tried every single one that was least left in the comments about trying to fix this, and it just hasn't fixed it. So I don't know. Hygiene. They can't meet this need for hygiene. There's the shower. Literally, you can go whenever you want. Recreation need can be met. Hygiene. Why? They can't exercise. I'm sorry. You can. It's there. Yard definitely doesn't exist. So yeah, they can exercise there. They've got a gym. They can shower. It's open for everybody. So they're just complaining. Typical prisoners. Right, so over this side, what we want to do is go for things like chapel. Is it called chapel? It is called a chapel. We'll have a chapel here. Above that, we'll have a... Actually, no, we'll have a chapel up. Is that the smallest? That is the smallest room. That's fine. Chapel will be fine. It should... no, it'll be fine. It's okay. Right, so we've got a chapel. We want a classroom. We then want a... It would be like a supply room, I guess? No, a mail room, maybe. I don't know. No. Actually, quite difficult here, because we've got one more room than we have space for. Because we've got a library, essentially. So let's max this out. Hang on. So. You've got... Oh, we haven't even got an entrance, by the way. Forgot to change this as an entrance so we search them. Yeah, I'll sort that out in a second. So, no one mentioned that as well about the entrance, not that I saw. So we have to have supply room, which is what though? 5x5, indoors, sorting desk and table. Sorting desk and table. What the hell is a supply room then? Is there a shop? There is a shop. Shop can go there. Is there a library? There's no library. I think there's holotape. Yeah, holotape storage. That is your library. And then you've got mail room. Which there isn't a mail room. So the mail room will be the supply room. Which we can have it as, what size? 5x5? Would make sense putting it there, I guess. Does that make sense? Putting it over there? I think it might. So we'll go for just standard doors here. It would make sense having it in that corner because you've got... what's it called? Got like the mail coming in from here and then sorted there instead of coming all the way back through. Yeah. What I do want to do, actually, I want to just change a couple of these round. That's a shop. And that's that there. I want to change the shop so the shop's at the top. And then holotape. Holotape storage is here. There we go. Right. That should be okay. And the doors are all put in. So, let's furnish the shop. Shop front. Quite easy. It goes like that. And you need tables. And shop shelves. There's your shop shelves. How do we want to stagger these? One. I don't know. One there and one there maybe. And then table there. There you go. Excellent. Holotape storage is the same sort of thing. It is just sorting desks. Not very big, but it'll do. There you go. Your classroom is an office desk, which can go at the back. And a school desk, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. You know what, that's too many, but that'll do. And then the chapel, finally, you got an altar at the back. Which is not like a metal one, which is a shame. Big metal altar would be cool. And we can't actually fit in more pews. So I'm going to actually put them on the side like that. Which we could have, I guess. And then we'll have prayer mats along like that. And there we are. So we've got chapel, we've got all sorts. We've got the chapel, we've got the shop, we've got the holotape storage, and we've got the classroom. Cool. We'll put some lights in now, because that might be pretty useful to the people who are trying to utilize the room. There we are. Then we need to go to deployment and just check. We haven't actually got a patrol around there, which is a bit off. So we will have a patrol around this room, like so. And then we will have a... That's it. Why is there a little bit... I don't know, something a bit dodgy there. Is some violence going on here? Yes, there is some violence. I don't know why there is some violence. There just is. Anyway, so we've got in the chapel. We've got all of these rooms in. We will go over to logistics and work assignment. And obviously I'll assign everybody to these things that I can. And that also means changing over probably some... grants are fine. Regime's fine, actually. Yeah, 4 hours. Actually, it's not just 4 hours of 4 hours. It's 10 hours straight of work, isn't it? Because if they work here, if they work, they get to work. If they've got curfew, then they do that. Or if they don't have a job, they get curfew. Right, so programs then. So we've got things like general education, we will start, which does work. We've got behavioural therapy, which we don't have, but I could start it. Survival assessment just doesn't work. Spiritual guidance does work. That's fine then. So we'll start a couple. We'll just start the one on. There we go. It's a shame about that we can't get that put in. It's a crying shame. So over this side, this is where we got our mail room. Essentially, that's what it is. We just need to run a electrical cable around, and then we'll run it into these rooms like so. And then we'll have, what was it in this one? We needed sorting table and a table. So table can go on either side, and then a sorting table. Actually, no, we'll cancel that. No, actually that would probably be okay. And then a sorting desk, like that. There you go, and that's your mail room as well. Then we can assign people. Massive amounts of danger level. Why is that going up? Why is unrest going up? Let's have a quick look at our needs. Exercise, recreation, and supplies. Why? I don't know what's going on there. Some need for food. Maybe there might be a need. There might be a need for food. I'll concede that. 2 more workers, but there's people working in here as well. Not just the cooks, there's also people getting trained there. So you've got that getting cooked. In terms of the hygiene, 5 saying they can't meet the need. Well, that's not true. Actually, it might be true. No, it might be true. It's probably the ones that have been assigned in jail. So that'll be that there. Exercise. Several have the need, and 8 saying they can't meet the need. Well, they can, because the weight benches are here. So unless that's been assigned to staff only, which it has not, and this shouldn't be staff. That should be shared as well. That's fine. So they should easily be able to go over there and take care of that need. Supplies, don't have much of that. And recreation, 11 dwellers can't have this need met. They've got a common room. I don't know why the danger level is going up so much. So, it's work stroke free time. Maybe I'm overworking them. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Let's really cut the work down. And let them free time. Then go and recreate. Go in the common room, they can do that. Then go in here and apparently throw up all over the carpet. Thank you. Yeah, they can do all of that. That's fine. That's fine. Right, so just one thing I need to do is over to work assignment and assign people in there. people are assigned. All people are assigned everywhere they can be. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so we'll go to this front bit, which we obviously completely just ignored. And we'll have a table either side. No, we can't have a table either side, but we'll have a table there. 2 tables. Office desk, we can go there. And a chair. So this is where you get coming in. You come in and you get searched, essentially, when you come in, which is something I just didn't do. I just had this as an open area because it was roughly like the designs of the original Vault from Vault 1 and 2 and in some ways Tactics. But you can see it's now a proper searchy room. So the prisoners get brought in, searched, and then go around the place. So we need to hire. So go to staff and go to our armed guard. I can't because I don't have line of sight in here. Great. Can I have line of sight, please, so I can hire one of these? Right. 1, 2, 3, and then pause a second. And where is it? Dog handler. 2, 3 dog handlers. So we've got 3 of each, and we just need to assign them now. So what I'm going to do, go to deployment. So armed patrols will be in the overseer's office and in the security area back here. Actually, we'll probably put it in the... Do you want it in the staff room? No. We will put it in the back here. So 2 armed patrols there, that's fine. Could have one going around there, I don't think we need to. Dog patrols, we... probably just assign them to these areas, to be honest. I don't think we'll find tunnels. Well, we won't find tunnels. Speaking of that, we should probably shake down. But we'll see how it goes. So, I want to check our... Oh, I want to get open armory so people can have armour. People have got the body armour and the pistols unlocked. But we do want open armory so they can go and grab what they need. We will also get... We don't want land expansion, not yet. We might get the assistant. Because then we can go for things like indefinite punishment, cramped rooms, things like that. And what else do we want to do? Probably run some programs. Chem detoxification would be good. And survival assessment. Why is that not working? That's annoying. That's really annoying that doesn't work. It's a shame. Chem detoxification. I want to actually dismantle this door. I want to move the door, you see. The reason for that is I want to put some more medical beds in here. In order to do that, it needs to be a little bit further along this this door. And then the reason I want to do these in the first place is because the more beds you have, the more you can do on this chem detoxification. So if I just reschedule all, you can see it increases because there's more beds. Excellent. So in terms of searching, we've got loads of stuff. Batons, clubs, knives, forks, spoons, stim packs, scissors, booze, jet, key cards, Pip-Boy 3. Where'd they get a Pip-Boy? And there's also death. Wow, really? Scoundrel. Didn't see it. Didn't check it, to be fair. But didn't see it. Informants. Is any other scoundrels? I'm guessing there's one there somewhere, isn't there? Nope, they just like fighting. Okay. Zealots, gunfighters, zealots, things like that. We haven't got any phone taps yet, which is something we should probably go ahead and do. I know we said we're not going to bother with CCTV, but the other one might be the way to go. So, I think we're going to leave it there, because we've built quite a big section of the vault. Leaving it there. Next episode will be the last building episode for this like part of the vault. Whether or not we expand is actually up to you. By all means, put your preference in here now, but I will be like officially asking, as it were, in the next episode. Next episode, we will be finishing off by doing this bit. This is where we'll have a similar area to these dormitories, but it will actually be dormitories with better rated rooms. We will then also probably find a find something to do with this room, because it doesn't really have a purpose at the moment. Put security in here, and then finally do something with this. This is where we got like our protective custody, but it doesn't work, which is why even if I did catch the guy like here before they died, I wouldn't be able to do anything about it apart from do a permanent lockdown, which actually I can't do because I've only just started researching. So yes, there we go. Not bad at all. So, as always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.